Alright, week 1, day 2 lesson video. This lesson is about writing linear equations. Now for this first set of examples, we're going to be writing our linear equation in slope-intercept form. Alright, again, slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b, where the variable m represents the slope, and the variable b represents the location on the y-axis where the line crosses. So for examples like 1 and 2, when you are given the value of the slope and the value of the y-intercept, writing those equations is just like taking those values and simply dropping them in. So again, we're going to follow the y equals mx plus b format. That's slope-intercept. We're going to drop in the value for slope right next to the variable x, and the value of the y-intercept in for b. Alright, moving on to example number 2. Following the same format, writing our equation in slope-intercept form. We're given the slope is -3. So we plug that in for m right next to the x, and our y-intercept to get in for our value of b. Now moving on to these examples. Again, we want to write our equation in slope-intercept form. However, this time instead of given the y-intercept, we are given some random point that is on the line, and that point is given as an ordered pair. Right? You see, we are still given the slope value, but again, we are not given specifically the ordered pair or the value that represents the y-intercept. So in situations like these, all right, we actually want to start to write our equation of our line using what's called point-slope form. All right, again, this is point-slope form. Y equals m parentheses x minus x1 parentheses plus y1, where m represents the value of slope and the x1, y1 represents the ordered pair coming from the point. So again, for this problem, we are given the value of slope, and we are given this ordered pair, which we're going to use again to plug into point-slope form. So y equals, we're going to plug in our value for slope, and for x1, it's going to be 3, and then for y1, we are plugging -1. So again, this is the equation of line in point-slope form. Now the directions ask us to write our equation in slope-intercept form, which again is y equals mx plus b. So the way we're going to change it from point-slope to slope-intercept is that we are going to go ahead and simplify this right side of the equation. So again, we're going to simplify this by going and distributing the -5 thirds through the parentheses. We're going to go ahead and combine like terms. And now we have our equation of our line in slope-intercept form. All right, so let's do it again with example number 6. Again, we're given a point and a slope. So we are going to use point-slope form initially to write our equation of our line. Again, in point-slope form, we're going to plug in our value of m, which is 1. Then carefully, we're going to be plugging in the values for our ordered pair. Plugging in our x and our y value. All right, so now that we've plugged in our slope and our ordered pair, now we're going to go ahead and simplify the right side again of the equation to get it in slope-intercept form. So we're going to distribute and then combine like terms. All right, now our equation of our line is in slope-intercept form. All right, now moving on to example number 9. Again, we're being asked to write an equation of our line in slope-intercept form. However, this time we are not given the value of slope. Instead, we are given 2 points that are lying on the line. So now the first thing we need to do is to find the value of slope. Now, hopefully you remember from your previous math classes this equation for slope. y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Again, this formula for slope that you can use when you're given 2 points that are said to be on a line. All right, so when we plug those values into our slope formula and we simplify our fraction, we have calculated a slope value of 1/2. All right, so now that we have the slope value, now we can go ahead and use that point slope formula. Now, since we're given 2 points here, again, it doesn't matter which equation you use, which ordered pair you use in the point slope form. So again, choosing the first ordered pair, -4, 1, I'm going to plug in the slope value, 1/2, and my ordered pair in their respective places in the formula. I'm going to go ahead and simplify that to get my equation y equals 1/2 x plus 3. Now my equation is in slope-intercept form. Now let's see what you can do with example number 11. Here you're given 2 points, and when you want to write your equation, when it's all said and done, in slope-intercept form. All right, so you first have to calculate your value of slope. So again, using that slope formula, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, you should have calculated a slope value of -5. Now that we have a slope value, let's go ahead and pick one of the 2 points so we can start to write our equation in point slope form. So again, I use my slope value of -5, and I use the first ordered pair, 3, 2, to plug into my point slope form. Now again, directions say we got to write our final answer in slope-intercept form, so that means we got to simplify that right side. And when we do that, we get y equals -5x plus 17. Okay, that's it for this lesson. Let's move on to the next one.